Case cover collision. Each and every week I choose a different movie and look at the different case covers for that movie and put them up against each other to find out which is the winner on Case Cover Collision. Now this week on Case Cover Collision I'm looking at the movie Wonka starring Timothée Chalamet. This is a recent movie that came out last year, I believe in 2023. It's not a movie I've watched yet, but I really enjoyed the original movie. I thought it was an absolute classic, and with Gene Wilder, he was great as Willy Wonka. The Johnny Depp movie, I don't think it's awful. I don't think it's a bad movie. It just doesn't really do it for me personally. It's not one I'd probably go out my way to watch. If it was my choice, it would be the original. I think the music in the original is just amazing. It's a great soundtrack, great musical, and yeah, just a really good, enjoyable movie that you can really just sit down and just chill out to and really enjoy. I love that world that was really built in that first movie, in that chocolate factory. I think it was brilliant. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to get around to watching this movie. It's one I'm really looking forward to watching eventually. But yeah, there's a few case covers I want to look at here. We got the DVD, we got the Blu-ray, and we got an Amazon 4K Steelbook as well to look at. So first of all, we're going to look at the DVD cover. You got Timothée Chalamet on the front cover. A mid shot of him, he's kind of looks like he's at the circus presenting. He's got his arms sort of in a presenting mode. He's got like a stick in the background. He's got, I think he's like, is it an egg or something, or is that like one of the golden goose eggs or something? Because I've not seen this movie yet. He's got something that's floating in his hand, so maybe that's something to do. Maybe I'm going to be looking back later and thinking, oh, that was so obvious. It was an Easter egg from the original movie or something. But the background here is a orange, really flamboyant orange and yellow background, like a gradient. The orange is in the outskirts, and then it goes into yellow right behind Timothée Chalamet. He's got the full Wonka attire here, the hat, the purple pink suit, which looks great. Very different colours though from the original Gene Wilder suit, isn't it? It's like, because his suit's more purpley, this is more like pink, I would say, burgundy. And he's got like this scarf, really cool looking clothes. I think he really does look the part for Willy Wonka. And I think he's a really talented actor as well, this guy. His name's at the top as well, Timothée Chalamet, so he's taking, the headline duty on this movie. And yeah, it's a great looking cover. I think it really, you got the Wonka, classic Wonka text in like this gold writing here, gold colour across the chest of Timothée Chalamet. I like this cover. I think it's really bright for what this movie is. This is going to be a family movie. It's bright. It looks happy. It looks joyful, this cover. I really like it. I think it's a really nice set of colours here, what they've used for this as well. I think it's really good. I think it's really appealing, this cover. Sure, they could have done some more. They could have added a bit more in the background. But hang on, is the background meant to symbolise the gold from the golden tickets, maybe? Is that where it's to symbolise? Is that like a golden ticket potentially in the background? Or sort of, maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but I like it. I do like it. I think it's, I think the colour scheme is kind of taken from that, the golden ticket sort of thing. I like it. I think it's a really well-made cover. So that's the DVD cover for Wonka. Now let's look at the Blu-ray cover. So this is the standard Blu-ray cover. And it's a lot of a very different cover, this one, the Blu-ray. Timothée Chalamet, a bit more of a long shot of him now. He's got his hands on top of each other, holding his little walking stick. The same attire he's wearing, a different colour scheme though. Rather than oranges and yellows, it's very much the pink, the pinks and blues in this one. Very much pink colours matching the attire of his suit. And you've got the Oompa Loompas in there. You've got... what's his face? I can't think of his name. Who's playing the Oompa Loompa now in this movie? It's going to come to me, his name. The guy out of About a Boy and stuff like that. Yeah, it'll come to me. The British guy. It's Notting Hill. I can't think of his name, but he's playing the Oompa Loompa. You've got the young actress in the background who's obviously, I think she's meant to be pivotal in this story as well with Wonka. I don't know the character's name because I've not seen the movie, but it's great. This looks like more of a look inside the chocolate factory. All the bright looking colour schemes, all the sweets, the big sweets, the lollipops, the plants that you can eat. It looks, and then you've got a Union Jack in the background because it's this British story as well, this British book by Roald Dahl. There's people floating in the background, other characters. I think this is great. I think it's so much more appealing than the first cover. Even the first cover was nice. It's just more. It's it's the same text. Timothy Chalamet across the top in white small text, and then the same logo in the same position again, in the middle of the screen. But this cover is just more bright. It's more colourful. You look at it and you think that's more like a Wonka movie cover. That's a Willy Wonka. It's a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. It's just that is the cover. That's what you think of Wonka. You see it and it's just this guy who looks a bit mysterious, but then you see all these weird things around, these weird peculiar, an Oompa Loompa, these weird sweets, these large plants, and it looks great. It looks bright. It looks really great. And so far for me, the Blu-ray cover is winning through. So the Blu-ray is much better than the DVD standard cover that I like. I think you can probably get this on. I don't know if you can get this on. There's a DVD version as well, but it's a great cover. I love this Blu-ray cover. Fantastic. Let's move on to the final case cover here, and this is the 4K Steelbook Amazon exclusive as well. And this is again, this is the background is very again. They went for 3 different covers here, which I really like. I like variety here. First of all, it's a close-up shot of Timothy Chalamet. He's like nodding his hat to the audience, looking straight into the camera, one hand on the hat, looking ahead. And in the background, it's kind of like it looks like the mixture of the sweets. It's a pink color, a dark pink color, and it goes into it's like a gradient. It goes light in the inside, and it goes to a dark, dark pink in the background into a black color. And you've got behind the hat, it's the same font, but a different color. It's the Wonka in white this time, and his name looks a slight bit larger above that, Timothy Chalamet. But it looks like it's like mixing of the sweets, mixing of like some of the chocolate, maybe some of the ingredients it's all swirling. It's like a swirled color. It's like it's all swirled together, and I like it. Again, it's like the colors of the Wonka bars. I think that's the color scheme here very much. The Wonka bars from the original movie, they were like that sort of like dark pink back color. I think that's the kind of color and the vibe they've went for this cover here on this one. So I really like this. Again, it's very simple, very minimalist cover, but I think it works because you see it's got. I think it's got more of a vintage feel. This cover definitely. I like it. I think it's a really solid cover. I really do like this one. So, which one is the winner of this week's case cover collision? I like the 4K. I actually like the DVD as well. But for me, the best cover is that Blu-ray cover. I think it's really bright. It's just really inviting for audiences. You see it down in a movie shop. It looks like a cover you would want in your collection. It's a great looking cover, well made, well presented for the audience. That Blu-ray cover is bright, it's flamboyant, it's vibrant. It's everything I think this movie probably is going to be, and I like it. And yeah, so the winner of this week's case cover collision is the Willy Wonka, not the Wonka, it's the Wonka Blu-ray cover.